It does not look frightening. That is the first warning. There is no beast, no fire, no violence. The figure on the throne is young, composed, beautifully dressed. He does not lean forward. He does not reach for anyone. He does not need to. The world is already moving toward him. The painting is called Allegory of Satan, Lord of the World. Ludwik Stasiak painted it around 1900. But the real question is not what Satan looks like. It is why human beings willingly approach what they suspect may destroy them. If you are drawn to paintings that reveal more than they show, subscribe. This story is only beginning. Nothing about the figure suggests desperation. He has the stillness of someone who believes time is on his side. His crown is not broken. His clothing does not imitate royalty. It claims it. The throne, the scepter, the medallion, the ceremonial fabric. Every detail speaks the language of legitimate power. This is not evil hiding outside the palace. This is evil seated at its center. We expect corruption to look corrupt. We imagine danger will expose itself through cruelty, ugliness, or excess. But power becomes more dangerous when it appears calm, when it looks competent, when it offers opportunity instead of issuing commands. Violence can force obedience. Temptation seeks consent. At first, the objects seem decorative. Then they begin to cooperate. The lion heads suggest predatory strength, not violence in motion, but violence held in reserve. The peacock feathers turn beauty into display and display into vanity. The crown creates authority. The throne creates hierarchy. The scepter transforms possession into law. None of these symbols has only one meaning. Together, they create an emotional argument. This figure is not merely wealthy. He appears entitled to rule. And slowly, the throne begins to resemble something else. An altar. A place where people do not simply kneel. A place where something is exchanged. The painting has a path. It begins close to us. One coin, then another, then another. At first, they look like points of warm light, small rewards leading the eye deeper into the image. But coins do not become a road all at once. They become a road through repetition. One reasonable decision followed by another. A compromise made for survival. A silence justified as patience. A principle postponed until conditions improve. No single step appears fatal. That is how the system works. It never asks for everything at the beginning. It asks only for the next small surrender. And if this road of gold has already changed the way you see the painting, leave a like. It helps stories like this travel farther. Stasiak created the image at the edge of a new century. Poland did not exist as an independent state. Its lands had been divided between empires. National identity survived through language, religion, memory, culture, and art. But Europe was changing. Old forms of authority were weakening. Industrial wealth was expanding. Bureaucracies were growing. Technology promised movement, access, speed, and control. Power was leaving the visible symbols of the old world and entering new systems. The palace was joined by the factory, the church by the bank, the crown by the institution. Modernity offered liberation. It also created structures so large that individuals could participate in them without feeling responsible for what those structures did. Stasiak's painting stands inside that transition. A spiritual warning dressed in the visual language of secular power. Ludwik Stasiak was not known for building a career around demonic visions. He painted rural life, landscapes, religious subjects, portraits, and scenes connected to Polish history. He belonged to a culture trying to preserve its identity while the modern world rearranged everything around it. And then he created this. Soon afterward, painting became less central to his life as he turned increasingly toward writing, research, and cultural history. We do not know what this work meant to him. We do not know whether it was a private obsession, a symbolic experiment, or a warning he felt compelled to make only once. That uncertainty matters. The painting does not feel like the repeated image of an artist fascinated by darkness. It feels like an interruption. a message that appeared, remained, and was never fully explained. At the foot of the throne, social distinctions collapse. Rulers, soldiers, and ordinary people arrive at the same condition. The crowns are empty. The titles are gone. The victories belong to no one. But the skulls are more than symbols of death. They are evidence. They are the previous travelers, people who may have seen the same road and believed their journey would be different. That is one of temptation's strongest arguments. Others may lose themselves in wealth, but I will remain in control. Others may be consumed by power, but I will use it wisely. Others may trade freedom for security, but I will know when to stop. We do not imagine ourselves as victims. We imagine ourselves as exceptions. Money is not evil. Ambition is not evil. Power can protect. Wealth can create. Recognition can allow valuable work to survive. The danger begins when the reward requires an invisible sacrifice, when success asks us to become slightly less recognizable to ourselves. Corruption rarely introduces itself as corruption. It arrives as necessity, as loyalty, as realism, as the opportunity that may never return. We do not lose our identity in a single transaction. We renegotiate it. We do not abandon conscience. We ask it to wait. We do not surrender freedom. We exchange a small part of it for protection, access, status, or certainty. And every exchange makes the next one easier to defend. The true protagonist of this painting is not the figure on the throne. It is the person standing in front of the canvas. The road begins near our feet. The coins guide our eyes forward. The throne grows larger as we approach. The composition has already assigned us a place within its moral architecture. We are not looking at the end of someone else's journey. We are standing at the beginning of our own. The figure remains calm because he does not need to persuade us directly. We will do that ourselves. We will calculate the reward. We will minimize the cost. We will produce the argument that makes the next step acceptable. So what do you think the final coin represents? Leave your interpretation in the comments. The answer may reveal as much about the viewer as it does about the painting. The final coin is not on the ground. It is not among the dead. It remains suspended in his hand, an unfinished transaction, a promise waiting to be accepted. His hand appears generous. He does not take, he offers, which means the final movement does not belong to him. It belongs to us. Perhaps the deepest danger is not that evil can transform us into monsters. It is that it can convince us to postpone the person we believe ourselves to be, just until we are safe, just until we are recognized, just until we have enough power to do good. But there is always another coin, another threshold, another reason not to turn back. The figure may represent Satan, or capitalism, political domination, vanity, spiritual emptiness, or the private hunger inside every human being. The painting does not force us to choose. Its meanings remain active because they share the same question. What would you surrender for the thing you believe you need? And if someone came to mind while listening, share this with them, not as a warning, but as a question. The terror of this image is not the ruler seated among the dead. It is his patience. He does not pursue us. He waits. Perhaps because he understands how rarely people walk toward destruction while calling it destruction. They call it progress, opportunity, security, the next reasonable step. And the final coin has not fallen yet.